Hello, everybody. Welcome to virtual wine tasting. Today we're on Thursday. My name is Ann Swink. I am your Soldier Creek Winery winemaker. Today we are sampling Paragon Pink. I hope you have a bottle of Paragon Pink at home. If you don't, you know where to find it. We are here. We open tomorrow, Friday, from 4 to 8 p.m. And then we're also open Saturday and Sunday. And we will see you soon. Okay, let's get started. All right, Paragon Pink is a blend of our red varieties done in a rosé fashion. We have four. Actually, let me check that. It changes every year. We do have four varieties in Paragon Pink for 2021. I'm tasting the 2021 vintage here. The four varieties that we have in here are Frontenac, 43% Frontenac. We have 35% St. Croix, so that accounts for, help me math here, 78% of our wine, of this wine. And then we also have, and maybe, actually, it's occurring to me that maybe you don't know Sabravois. We don't have a varietal wine of Sabravois. We have, we use Sabravois from one of our growers down in Story City area from Red Barn Winery and Prairie Vineyards. And so Sabravois comes from there. It's a light red grape. It's very juicy. We have tried some dry red styles with it. We love it as a rosé. It adds a lot of extra fruity character, which we love. And it's low in acid too, which is really nice. And then lastly in this blend, we have actually Brianna. So that's not a red grape, as you know. Okay, so let's talk about red grapes and making Paragon Pink, which is a very dark rosé. Okay, this is going to be a great conversation today. Okay, so first of all, this is Paragon Pink. Paragon Pink is supposed to be a rosé wine. This is a sweeter rosé wine. So when you're tasting this with us, you should expect it to be sweet. I'm just going to have a little sip just to get us going here. Okay. All of those first three red grapes that I told you about, so not Brianna, but the first three red grapes that I told you about are all special. They are special in that they are they produce this very dark rosé. So I mentioned that we have this as a rosé. We also have these as reds, but this Paragon Pink is dark for a rosé. So the way to make a rosé, the traditional way, is to press the skins and right before fermentation, and then you take the juice and ferment just the juice. In a traditional rosé from the old world, a vinifera variety, you will not have a lot of color. When you press the skins, you end up with an almost white wine, maybe a little bit of pinkish color. And that is not something that we can really achieve very well here. And we've had a lot of discussion about this. One of the main reasons is that hybrid grapes are Teinturier grapes. And if anybody knows what that means, please comment it. Otherwise, I'm just going to tell you right now. Okay. Teinturier grapes. Megan, if you're listening, can you please write out Teinturier for the group so that you know what the heck word I'm saying here. But this is a special grape feature of hybrids. And then there's a couple of vinifera grapes that also have this. And what it means is that these grapes have a red skin and they also have red pulp. And traditional vinifera grape varieties are red skin with white pulp. So when you press the skins off and then you just press just the white pulp, you end up with white wine or rosé, maybe just a little bit of color from the skins. But in our case, since we have red skins and red pulp, we end up with a very dark rosé. So this is our dark rosé. We have people sometimes come in and ask us, wait a minute, this is supposed to be a rosé. Why is it so dark? I was expecting, or I had a sweet red wine. What was that? That's Paragon Pink, which is done in a rosé style. And if you were to compare this to our red wines, you would see that it is a little bit lighter colored. You can kind of see through this, but it is it's still a lot darker than we would expect from a rosé that you might find at the grocery store. So, okay, I mentioned this is a very sweet wine. I would call this a 10 out of 10 on the sweetness scale. If you like sweet wine, this wine is for you. It's delicious. It is strawberry and grape jelly all together. If you like to have a grape syrup, this is it. But it's it's not thick like syrup. It's still actually very refreshing. It has a really nice acid to balance it out. It's an average alcoholic content, and it's our grapes that we use for this wine. We do harvest at the same time as all the rest of our red grapes, so we still have good high acid even at a late harvest date, and really mature aromas that come from this. Okay, so please, those of you tasting here with me in person, let me know any aromas that you smell while you are tasting this. I already mentioned jelly, strawberry jam. I also just got a little note of a cranberry. I think that that's pretty typical for Frontenac and cherry as well. We get a lot of cherry notes. It's like we just finished cherry season, and I don't know about you guys, but I like to um, I like to um, buy pounds and pounds of cherries and eat them. And I think that this is very cherry, like a Vernier cherry. Okay, they're asking if I can say the word for the feature of the grape. It's Teinturier. It's French. I believe it's Teinturier. I believe that's right, but I don't know. They're gonna check me over here. If you know, or if you're looking it up, please write it down for us. Sorry to throw that at you. Oh, okay. Anyway, we will find that word for you. I'm writing it down also here in the comments. There we go. I hope I did that right. Megan's gonna probably say, your technical savviness is questionable. That's okay. It doesn't matter. Okay, so what can I tell you guys about the Paragon Pink? What else would you like to know? I would also like to tell you that the Paragon Pink changes every year. We like to have it a similar intensity in aromatic profile. We like to have it a similar intensity in sweetness and acid profile. However, the percentage of grapes in this changes every year, depending on what comes into the winery during harvest. Maybe one year we hardly harvested any Frontenac. So I mentioned that this vintage is 45, 48% Frontenac, 43. I don't remember what the number was already. But it might be some years where we don't have enough Frontenac to do that. So in those years, we'll change the blend. We do always try and keep it's always delicious. I would say that Paragon Pink is probably one of our best sellers, one of a couple. It is a blend. And so because it's a different blend, you're gonna have a very nice complex aromatic profile. It's going to be interesting all the time. It's never going to be just one aroma. You're going to have lots of different things that you can taste. All right, Tammy wrote this down. Oh, wow. Thank you for all of the comments, Tammy. Grapes whose flesh and juice is red in color due to the anthocyanin pigment. So anthocyanins are proteins that are the red colors in grapes. So the red color accumulates in the pulp and the grape berry itself, in addition to the skins. Thank you. Perfect. Yes. Here we are. Okay, so I also wanted to mention that this wine has received some fantastic awards. It was the best of show at the Rosé Wine Competition in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, in 2021. So this is one of our favorite wines, and it's always been a staple for us. We will always have it. It's here at the winery. It's $22 a bottle, and I definitely recommend drinking it cold. If you are looking for something to do this weekend, we have music tomorrow from 6 to 8 p.m. Free music. It is Hawk McIntyre. We are so excited to have him here. He's a fantastic musician, just like all of our musicians, but he's really great. So come on out, support your local musicians. And while you're here, take advantage of our case sale. So our last weekend of the case sale is this weekend, and purchase 12 bottles of wine and you receive 25% off. And there's more discounts with more quantity. So please come on out, say hi. I will be here this weekend, and I hope to see you here. Other than that, enjoy Paragon Pink. We will see you soon. Cheers.